On this episode of Houston Hacks, I'm going to give you a review of Boomtown Coffee. I went to the location on 19th Street, but there's also a location on Main Street. And fun fact, it's locally owned, named after the fact that Houston was one of the first oil boomtowns, so Boomtown Coffee. And also we're gonna check out the beer can house. So first we're gonna go to the beer can house, even though I went to the coffee shop first, but I'm already at the beer can house, and so I just really want to show you guys it because I really want to go see it. So stay tuned! Here it is. You just park on the street out front. So it's a lot of parallel parking, but I mean, it's Houston. Can you hear the wind blowing? It's like wind chimes. So cool. Created by John Milkovich from 1968 to 1988. Guys, this is literally just in the middle of a neighborhood. These are really nice houses. Texas Pride. Culprit over there. These are just lids made into chain link fence. Is it still considered chain link? I guess so. I don't know. This is so cool though. Oh look, there's even bottles on some stuff. Shiner. Pretty cool. The other side, the one side of the house. We'll go inside in a little bit, but I want to do the outside first. So if you want to just look at the outside, they just ask for a donation. But if you do the inside, it's only $5. Children under 12 are free. But the outside, they just ask for a donation. Like, it's just a beer. They literally have like every kind. Things that make up the wind chimes. It's like a little shed. The beer can house. State of Texas. The ground even is not beer cans, but it's decorated. Some fencing, little patio. Looks like something we would have used for target practice back home. This is cool. Some artwork, I guess. And there's even this side of the house. That goes all the way up. It's kind of narrow on this side, but it's just me, so it works. Oh look, it's like the tabs. Which the fence up there didn't have tabs on the lids. So they just drilled down the top of them. Tripping could definitely be a hazard if someone has a hard time walking, so I wouldn't come on this other side of the house. But you could stick to the area that's paved a little better on the other side and probably be fine. And this is a dead end. I can probably squeeze through there, but I don't like doing that. I don't want to get cut either. Okay, I made it. I don't recommend doing that. I got like all up in the bush. See, these ones don't have tabs. Tabs. Back. So like even this is raised. Oh, it's a little mailbox. That's cute. There's that front porch thing. Look, look at the roof. We're inside now. We got some awards. Pretty cool. So John actually did all the work in putting it together like this, and his wife Mary is actually the one who made it famous. He didn't think it was that big of a deal. You can hear the TV in the background. There's a show that you can sit and listen to for 10 minutes about the beer can house. So he liked the marbles in the wood and semen outside because it would make it sparkle with the sunlight on it, and the neighbors actually liked that. And the first thing he hung was, I don't know, like the wind chime looking things hanging off the ceiling, and people were just like, okay, whatever. And then he eventually covered the sides because he didn't want to paint the house. So that's kind of interesting. And it protected the wood. He didn't think it was that big of a deal. He was just like, oh, I just did it. See, I don't consider this art. It's just a pastime. Sometimes I lie awake at night trying to figure out why I do it. At first his wife was like, what? This is kind of embarrassing. So he didn't really tell her. He just kept adding on, kept adding on. Like the sides started as just a border, and then she said the border just kept getting bigger. And eventually she was like, okay, I like it, it's fine. She told him he could do whatever he wanted to the outside, but she could do whatever she wanted to the inside. They actually lived in the house. Because the inside, you can see, it's got normal stuff. The culprit, he called his wheelbarrow the culprit, so that's what that was outside. John worked on this house for about 20 years, most of which he was retired. He wasn't retired for the first few years. Here's a picture of him. Real quick. But each of those pieces that make up the kind of wind chime things outside, originally he used them for, I don't know, like an awning, but each one takes 8 hours to make. They made the shed in the back, that's the gift shop. They used that and made a replica of it to use for the Super Bowl when it was here. And they were like, I can imagine how much work he put into this because seriously takes forever, they said. There are some 7-Up cans that his grandkids drink. And they asked him if he would put it on the house. And he was like, well, of course, because Grandpa doesn't tell grandkids no. That's pretty cool. And the marbles, he started collecting them in the Great Depression. So he had 14,000. Then he wanted more, so he ended up buying another 16,000. So there's 30,000 marbles for decorating his house. And the cement outside on the ground is because he didn't want to mow the yard. His wife told him to mow the yard, and he's like, I don't like mowing the yard, so he just cemented it. That would totally be something I would do. I hate yard work. So like for most of his stuff, it was just tinkering, but he had purposes for it too. Oh, see there, you can see like how it kind of created it's not an awning, I don't know what it's called, like a drive-through. That's him and his wife. They're married for over 40 years. Fun fact, they did not die of liver disease, even though they did drink a lot of this beer. You can tell she took some to the inside. Much more normal on the inside. She was still working when he was retired, so she'd come home and just more stuff was done. That's funny on the bench, John's spot, Mary's spot. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool, worth checking out. This video's gonna be really bumpy because I'm really clumsy and so I'm tripping on the ground. But this ladder right here, so the 4th rung is black because he called it, like, I can't remember exactly, it was something along the lines of the ladder to success. And he was like, well, the black one is for when you have mistakes or failures, because it happens. And then if you keep climbing, there's stars at the top. And it says amen, because he was like, ultimately, that's what you're trying to reach for, is heaven. You don't use this door, but I didn't even notice it at first. That's actually the front door. I didn't even notice it was a door at first. And John just thought those were cool. So it's like dirt covered in cement. This is the front gate. It does work in the video. I'm not trying it. I don't want to mess anything up. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's worth checking out. I don't know. I liked it. There's a gift shop in the back. It actually has a lot of the art car parade shirts there too, because they're all like kind of run by the same company. I think it's a neat little thing Houston has. I like that they're preserving it and that the neighbors own it and they're not like, ew, look at that, it's not pretty. Surprisingly, John was like not a weirdo. He just wanted something to tinker with. I thought it was gonna be like this complete drunk guy or something, but it wasn't. And I would recommend stopping by. I think it's pretty cool. They tell you so much information. I'm sure I'm mistelling you guys some information. I just can't think of anything else to tell you because I feel like there's information overload, honestly. They know a lot about the house, so it's pretty cool. So obviously I'm home and changed into some comfy clothes, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on Boomtown Coffee still. So as I mentioned earlier, it's locally owned. I really liked it. It's really spacious, has lots of places to sit down, chat. A friend and I met there and we talked for like 2 hours. And it was a great environment for that. There's a lot of food there, a lot of pastries, a lot of people were eating. So I'm guessing the food's really good. All I had was a macaroon. They had blood orange, pear, and coffee. I had a coffee macaroon. It was very good. My friend has been there a lot. This is my first time there. And she says their espresso coffee is really good, but it's Houston, so we're both very hot today. So we went ahead and got iced coffee today. She just got regular iced coffee. I got iced coffee with caramel, and we both really enjoyed our coffee. I actually used to work at a coffee shop, and even then, I wasn't a huge fan of anything with cold brew in it. I wasn't really a fan of cold iced coffee. And this was really good. It has grown on me over some time, but this was very good coffee, so I definitely recommend it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment, and thanks for watching this episode of Houston Hacks.